Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's over. The war is over. Supercoach has come to an end. 27 rough rounds, 27 amazing rounds. And the degenerate has finished with an absolute whopper this week with a 1,302. 5,324 spots up in rank. Very big green arrows. So managed to finish in the top 5%. A bit more respectful score, a bit more respectful rank. Yeah, pretty happy with the finish. Pretty happy with the finish. Pretty much all of my pods came through with the goods in the final round. Wow. Absolute carnage across most people's sides. And if you were lucky enough to play with 17, if you were lucky enough to play with 15, I played with 15. I had 17 until Sonny and Williami dropped out. So 1,302 with 15 players. Yeah. Absolute carnage though. So let's have a look. We'll quickly go over it. There's not much to talk about obviously because there's no more Supercoach after this. But as you can see, look, Cook with a massive 88. Kepi came through for 35, which was expected. Murray nearly tonned up. Fafita with the 76. Nickrit with the 47. DCE, VC'd him, captained. Thanks for coming. 153. I traded him in last week, obviously for Hines, and he has absolutely murdered it for me. Clear at the 149, so the pain went directly to the SJ Hines owners. Even though Hines actually scored quite well in the last couple of rounds, the Cleary Hines owners were a bit. It was a bit better off, a little bit better off. Cody with a 45. Yeah, look, I traded in Cody probably like 6 or 7 weeks ago, and he's done absolutely nothing for me this year. I missed the boat on Cody when he was killing it before Origin. That's when I should have got on him. Suoli'i 66. Marzu 76. Timoko at the 49 with no attacking stats, which I was pretty happy with. Mulatalo 73 with a try. Wilson with a late junk try at the end to pick him up to 69. Wilson's absolutely killed it for me. He saved my ass. Osako with a 96. He was actually like 110 and got downgraded. Look, I'm pretty happy. I won't lie. Like, I'm not pretty happy, but to finish in the top 5% this year, given how much of a roller coaster this season's been, I've learnt so much this year on just how vital trades are when it comes to Supercoach and when it comes to the buy rounds. I definitely can improve on planning well ahead. I think I did okay planning ahead in regards to the 3 major buy rounds. I actually scored pretty well through the 3 major buy rounds. That's where I got some of my decent scores. But I definitely could improve on limiting my sideways trades and emotional trading, especially around giving players a little bit more time instead of rage trading and getting rid of them after a couple of bad rounds. So especially like, you look back at the start of the year, I had Miller in my side round 1, and once Ponga went down, I just traded Miller straight out. Miller then went on to score extremely well. So that's a prime example of one thing that I went wrong this year. Another thing that will definitely be fixed up next year will be keeping players like your Sonny Lukes, like your Willie Armies, like your Pelés, keeping them in the side and not getting rid of them the moment that you realise that they've become absolutely useless. Holding them throughout the whole season was detrimental to my team value. Detrimental. Like, you're talking about potentially having another 400k in your team value in regards to having another playable hooker in Sonny Luke. You add that with another 4th rank front rower that could be an extra 200k. There's 600k in your team value. You add another 400k in Willie Army to a player like, could have been anyone, Cartwright, someone. There's another 400k. You're talking about close to $1 million in team value if I didn't hold on to those 3 players. So these little things add up. And I finished obviously the season ranked 7,000. And I think that if I just put the spot fires out early, I could have been in the top 2,000. I could have been in the top 1,000. So little things. It's the little things that add up very, very quickly towards the back end of the season. And I'm really looking forward to next season because a lot of lessons were learnt. A lot of lessons. So I'm excited. The season's over. We'll end up getting a good break. But I'm already looking forward to the start of next season. So, yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in this year. I appreciate everyone that's commented. I know that a lot of people dropped off watching towards the back end of the season because people lose interest in Supercoach. They've given up. But I appreciate every single person that has contributed, liked, commented, shared, whatnot. It all plays a big part. So let me know how you all went. Let me know how you all went in the comments. Let me know what your rank was to finish it off. Let me know your plans. You could be playing BBL. You could be playing NFL. You could be playing FPL. You could be playing NPL. There's so many other different fantasies going on now in the off season. So let me know in the comments if you feel like, hey, if a lot of people show some form of interest in some other fantasy and they want me to keep making content over the course of the off season, let me know and I'll look into it and I'll consider it. But yeah, that's about it. Let's quickly go over NRL Finals Series 1 teams list. So obviously with the Broncos and the Storm, very, very surprised that they didn't start Pappenhausen, but I understand the logic. I think the logic is that Pappenhausen's not fit to play 80 minutes in a pressure cooker final against the Broncos. I think leaving him out and potentially playing him for that last 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, while the forwards are obviously a lot less fit during the game. They've slowed down. Pappenhausen comes in. Obviously with his footwork, he can cause some damage. So Reynolds is back. He's saying that he's fit. Outside of that, I'm pretty sure both sides are pretty up to full strength. There's no major changes there. Moving on. So we've got the Panthers. The Panthers are at full strength. So you're not going to get much better than this outside of Cogger. Taruva, Tago, Critter, Toto, Cogger, Cleary, obviously Dylan Edwards, Leota, Mitch Kenny's back, Fisher Harris, Scott Sorensen, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yeo. That is full strength Panthers. Obviously without Taylor May and stuff like that. The full strength that's available, you've got them. I think the Warriors are in for a long afternoon. I think that the Panthers at home, game 1, final series, the Warriors are going to need to be 100% every single position for 80 minutes to beat this Panthers side. They're going to need to score 24 points or more to beat this Panthers side. I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong and they could come out and absolutely kill it, but I'll be very, very surprised if Warriors score many points against the Panthers on Saturday afternoon at Bluebet. Yep. Tipping obviously the Panthers there. Look, I'd love to see the Warriors get up. We'd all love to see the Warriors get up, but you're fighting a very, very tough battle there. Sharks and Roosters. I'm very torn on this game. I think that the Sharks might just get the win only because it's a home final. And that's pretty much the only thing that's splitting these two teams for me. I just don't like the Roosters forward pack in this game. Yeah. Fletcher Baker, Lindsay Collins, Wong, Butcher, Radley. There's nothing in that Roosters pack that scares me at all. McInnes, Wade Graham, Nikora, Hamlin Uele, and Blake Brayley and Rudolph, I think will be good enough to smother the Roosters forward pack this game, which will be enough to win the game. Blah, blah, blah. Knights and Raiders. I think it's going to be a very, very, very long afternoon for Canberra Raiders in Newcastle. Yeah, I think Ponga is going to absolutely put on a clinic this game. And, yeah, I'm thinking Knights 20 plus. I honestly reckon Knights 20 plus. Ponga, Dom Young, Gagai, Bradman Best, Marzu up against Schiller, White and Timoko and Kotrick. Hastings back. Yeah, look, you're missing Papali. You're missing Horsburgh. It's not looking good for the Raiders. There's too many quality outs for the Raiders. You've got Sebastian Chris that's out. You've got Papali that's out. You've got Horsburgh that's out. And you're almost up against a full-strength Knights side at home. Yeah. The Raiders are going to get pumped. That's about it. So, very, very keen to look forward to finals week 1. Excellent. Love this time of year. Love it, love it, love it. And that's about it, guys. So, finishing the year off, rank 7,131. And I'll see you all again next season. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. See ya.